Hello, listening to WVFI, the voice of the Fighting Irish. I'm Ellen Rolfus. I'm on the board as archives manager, but today I'm doing a special broadcast from La Fortune with Matt Winkler and Logan Winkler, a sixth grader from New Hampshire who is traveling across America while learning about history and everything you could learn in sixth grade and skateboarding along the way. So, hello.
Hi there.
Logan, can you tell everybody how this project got started?
Well, at first, I was sort of getting mad at school, and I was talking to my parents and saying, I hate school, I want to do more skateboarding. And my mom just sort of came out with this idea saying, well, why don't you just skateboard in 50 states and take this huge road trip? So, that's how it all started.
Have anything to add?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a little more complicated, but, you know, the sort of countervailing desires were, you know, to skateboard all the time versus, well, you need to get a sixth grade education, so we kind of came up with this compromise, and, you know, when we talked about it with Logan's fifth grade and sixth grade teachers, they thought it was a great idea.
So, Logan, so far this is the 14th state that you've visited, correct?
Yep.
And of the places that you've been, what has been your favorite place that you've visited?
That is a very tough question to answer because I have a lot of different favorite skate parks, so I really don't know.
The skate parks.
Yeah.
Because part of your goal is to visit and skateboard in all 50 states, correct?
Yes.
So of the skate parks, which was your favorite? Or maybe top three?
Top three, there was one in New Hampshire that we went to. There's one in Rye. It was huge. It used to be an air hangar, so it was pretty big, obviously. And there was one in New Jersey, and it had the country's largest indoor wooden bowl that you could skate in, and it was pretty big, obviously. And that was pretty cool. And then there was one in, I think, Maryland or Delaware. I forget which. But it was called Charm City, and that was pretty fun.
And of the places that were not skate parks, where you might have maybe learned a little bit, what do you think was your favorite there?
I think New York City, because we actually got to see the Statue of Liberty and go to it, and I've never really done that before. I've never really seen it in person. I've only seen it in pictures and stuff. And then we went to a bunch of different places in New York City. So.
Did you get to go up in the Crown?
No, we had to plan 3 months in advance to get tickets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, I was in New York this whole summer, and I did not see the Statue of Liberty the entire time I was there. It's a travesty. So you've got one on me. I should have thought of another question. Are you missing your friends?
I guess so. I'm really missing my mom and my family more, but
getting to talk to them. Or are you writing for the website as well?
No, I usually just leave the website stuff to my dad. I just do the learning and the skateboarding.
What's your favorite subject right now?
Well, I kind of like all of them because when I'm learning with my dad, he compares it to skateboarding and how you have to do this for skateboarding in order to, and then somehow I never knew this, but somehow skateboarding involves in physics, and that actually happens, and I never knew that, so it's really fun to learn with him.
So you must be a pretty good skateboarder. I mean, to convince a parent that we're going to spend a year going around the country skateboarding, you must have a passion underneath your burners. What are your future goals for life?
My life goal is to become a professional skateboarder. But I just really like skateboarding.
We might have to go outside after this to see some of these amazing skills. And for you, I mean, you're taking a whole year and spending it with your kids. I mean, I was talking with some of the other board members before this and said parents who actually take their kids seriously and their life aspirations and goals. It doesn't happen very often. I mean, this is a huge risk, I think, for you and maybe for any parent who's considering homeschooling or taking even a break from your own profession to do this. How has it been so far?
Yeah, I think that it'd be great if sorry, on this mic. I think it'd be great if if everyone could do this, but obviously it's kind of impractical, especially if you have more than one kid. But Logan's sister is 17 and she's finishing her senior year in high school, and we invited her to come, but she declined. But no, I think that this was sort of a perfect storm of circumstances that led us to this this year, where Logan felt like he wasn't really getting as much out of school as he could have. His teachers supported the idea that he would learn a lot better with hands-on lessons than in the laboratory of a classroom. My career is more episodic in terms of different teaching jobs and positions in education, rather than a sort of longevity in one position. And I thought it was a great idea too. For to be 11 years old and to have a real passion and say, I really want to pursue a career as a professional athlete in skateboarding. Look at your Olympic gymnasts or something. I mean, obviously their parents do something like this. So I thought, well, let's try it, see if it works.
That's great. Where are you planning to head after this?
Well, we'll spend the night in Indiana, and then we'll be in the Chicago area with my uncle for about a week.
Great. And of the future plans for your travels, what are some of the highlights that you're planning on visiting?
You want to answer that?
Not really. I really don't know what's going to happen next.
You're just along for the ride?
Yeah, my dad. I leave the geography and stuff to my dad.
Well, I would guess that probably learning how to read maps is going to come in handy, a skill which you will acquire over this year.
Yeah, well, we have, that definitely is part of it. We have this big road atlas that's usually open on Logan's lap as we're driving. And as we're sort of navigating with the GPS and double-checking its decisions versus the map in real time. But for the sort of 9-month, arc of our trip, planning the geography was a complicated task, and trying to fit in all 50 states, versus the weather. Obviously, you can't skateboard in Indiana in January. So, if you look on our website, 50skatekid.com,
perfect.
Then you'll be able to see a map that shows our planned route, along with a schedule of all of the skate parks where we'll be stopping along the way.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us. I hope that your trip and skateboarding experience in Indiana is wonderful, and we wish you all the best. For anybody who would like to keep in touch and follow their travels, please do check out their website. And you can also help support Logan and Matt Winkler on their travels by buying a t-shirt or a wristband. It's unisex. Men, you can buy them, and they look very, very handsome and manly. But they have really great t-shirts that come in a variety of colors, and everything is available on their website. What is that website again?
Thanks for asking. It's 50skatekid.com. So not 50 state, but there's a double entendre there. So 50skate as in skateboarding, kid.com.
Wonderful. Well, for everybody who's been tuning in, you've been listening to WVFI, the voice of the Fighting Irish, and this has been a special broadcast, and I want to say thank you so much to Matt and Logan Winkler.
Thanks you very much.
Thanks.